if you're like me and have been playing Zenless since the early days, you're soon coming up to a very big and important decision. I'm here to help you with that. Hello everybody, my name is Hako, and today I want to talk about which character should you pick for your 300 guaranteed pick on the standard banner. Come with me. So once you've done 300 pulls on the standard banner, this one, the stable channel, they give you a free pick of whichever character you want. And now comes the question, which one should you pick? The answer might surprise you. Number one that should weigh in above all is, which character do you like? You can all try them out, start the demo, try them out, see their playstyle, see their gameplay, see is this something I want, is this something I vibe with? I think everybody, when they booted up this game, started playing, we looked at the standard banner and picked out the character oh, I really, really want that one. For me, that was Grace. I loved everything about her. I love the personality. I like her gameplay style. She felt like a fighting style character. Anomaly characters in general are one of my absolute favorites. And she just seems cracked. And I was hoping that the first guaranteed you get that 50 pulls would be Grace. And I said one thing, I hope it's not the furry, and boom, Sir Lycon at my service. But turns out he's really cracked with Ellen. So I made use of him. So I would advise, if you want the best meta character, if you don't necessarily have a personal preference, which is the thing that should weigh in higher than anything else, I would say without a doubt, without question, it is Rena. Headmade Rena at your service. Now, Rena is one of the absolute best supports in the entire game. And people slept on Rena for a long time. I was one of the first people to make a proper Rena guide and kind of sing her praises. I got a lot of comments on that, saying that they hadn't realized Rena's potential. But I also had a lot of comments saying that oh no, she's trash, she's not worth it, she's the worst support, all of the 4-star supports are better, etc, etc. And they're looking a bit silly now because Rena has really become the meta and the staple of any team. And speedrunners use her. She works excellent with Grace. Grace and Jane. You can basically slap her in with any hyper carry, and she will give you so much goddamn value. Now, the thing about Rena is that she's really annoying to upkeep her buff. Her buff lasts with animation cancelling for 6 seconds. If you get Rena at C1, however, this buff duration gets increased by almost the double. Which is why C1 Rena is so good. C0 Rena is also good. But C1 is just so amazingly good. So even if you have one Rena, I would say, go for another one. If you just want, the best meta team, Rena. Now, which one did I pick, you may ask? Well, I picked Grace. Simply because at the time I had not managed to pull a single Grace, and I just felt like Grace would become my Bronja from Honkai Star Rail. I would just never get her. Never get her in natural way, so I had to take my guaranteed for her. Now I ended up getting Grace to C2, which makes me regret it a little bit. If I could redo this pick, I would pick Rena. Rena is simply so freaking good. And all of the DPSs have kind of been, already power crept a little bit compared to all the cool stuff we've gotten. Ellen, Sujen, Jane Doe, we have Caesar coming up, and after that we have Bernice. Meanwhile, a support will always be, good value. If you look at Honkai Star and you look at Genshin, any DPS character, they get kind of left in the dust, but the support characters might still be the best support characters in the game years upon years after. So Rena is just very power creep resistant. Other notable pick is Lycon, especially if you're running an ice team. Maybe you have Ellen, but you don't have Lycon and you're using Anbe as a stunner maybe. Lycon works super well with Ellen. Nekomata is the best carry of the main banner. She really is. She falls behind any other carry we've gotten on a event banner since, but she still works. Khalida is a fantastic stunner, and I just love her as a character and love her playstyle. But she's always suffered from, like, being a little bit unlucky with what's available for her right now. Like, her together with Ben, which, like, they have this unique combination that is really cool. Like, that combination falls behind some other combinations. Like, Lucy will be a better support pairing up with Khalida. And the fire carry that we have is right now Soldier 11. And many people would claim that Soldier 11 is probably the weakest of the bunch of the stunner banner, sadly. So, like, my least advisable character to pick would probably be Soldier 11 and Khalida. Even though I really love Khalida and I love Soldier, I haven't had enough materials and time to build up my Soldier yet. But yeah. I'd say, number one, go for which character you want. If you don't have a personal preference, I would say take Rena. After that, I would say take Grace if you don't have another Grace. After that, Lycon if you're running an Ellen team but you're missing like a good stunner for it. So, yeah. Let me know, dear viewer, which character did you pick, if you have picked already? And if you haven't, which character are you planning on picking? Let me know in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.